Okay, I'm going to make a very quick response video to the iPad. Now, the iPad is basically the Apple tablet, basically a big one of these, an iPhone. Amazing as it is, it's kind of really sort of rather unspectacular. It doesn't run multitasking apps still. So basically, it's really useless to me as an internet device. One second here. Let me show you something. This is my Asus ePC. This runs Ubuntu Linux, version 9.10 Karmic Koala. This is the device that goes with me to school every day. 10-hour battery life, I can word process, I can browse the internet, and I can use a chat client. It's perfect for me and does everything I want. What is the iPod or iPad going to do for me? I wrote this on a forum, and I kind of want to read it to you. An iPad, a notebook for the price comparison will afford you about the same 10-hour battery life. This is where the similarities end. Unlike an iPad, a notebook runs a far more robust OS that allows for what? Multitasking. When I am basically being mobile and on Wi-Fi, I expect to have three things open: a chat client, a word processor, and an internet browser. All of this can be done on my Ubuntu installed netbook pretty pain-free. I don't really see myself taking notes on this device. I mean, if I ever did bring it during a lecture, I would have to save my work, go back to the home screen, load up a browser if ever I wanted to switch to the web. If I needed to take another note, I'd have to exit the browser, load back up the iWork app, and type whatever and pray I didn't miss an important point. What happens if a friend IMs me? Okay, well, I get a push notification more than likely. So I have to exit my current program, then load up AIM. This is all very memory-intensive processes that in the long run saps your battery life. It's just not practical as a mobile device. To me, even though Steve Jobs basically views a netbook as inferior, he basically claims that it does nothing better than everybody, and that the iPad has a superior browser experience, whatever that means, but it still doesn't have Flash. So don't count on uploading those Flash sites while you're laying in bed reading your ebook. Oh wait, but because you have to close the browser and the load back, you have to do that back because you can't run them both at the same time. So what's the real major reason to get this device? I don't really see it. To me, the only real reason to get it is basically if you want an ebook reader. And it's actually priced relatively, comparatively speaking. If you compare it to the $480 Kindle and compare it to the iPad, you're getting a lot more functionality with the iPad than you ever are with the Kindle. Apple did not spare any expense on the display. It's an in-plane switching panel, which is, I venture to guess, perhaps possibly the most expensive component in the entire thing. IPS technology is cool because it allows you to go from side to side without that ghosting effect. The problem, though, is that they actually cut out quite a bit of things, such as there is no Bluetooth or iSight camera. In conclusion, I like a lot of Apple products, but quite frankly, this is the most useless piece of shit ever.